It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. This should be a good one to watch. Next on Madden NFL 25.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Well, now how about this return? A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Vikings to go on offense for the first time, and it's a rookie at the helm, the 10th overall pick back in April out of Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And during the entire pre-draft run-up, when people talked about J.J. McCarthy, you heard three words mentioned over and over again: accurate, efficient, winner. 27-1 as a starting quarterback at Michigan and won a national title in his final season. But there's more to him than just that. This is a supreme athlete, a supreme competitor with a bigger arm than people understand. I expect him to be very successful as a starting quarterback.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
But how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Here's McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing is McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll take this down to the 26. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson from 19 yards away. And the Vikings put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And now that he's back at full health, they're expecting Kyler to get back to being the superstar playmaker that they drafted. Make no mistake about it, when he's fully healthy, there aren't many quarterbacks who are as dynamic as he is. And if he's able to stay on the field, this team has a real chance to make some noise.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Conner picks up a new set of downs and in nice fashion, too. He's coming off his best season as a pro after he topped the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career a season ago.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. Now a 2nd and 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Up the middle they go. Benson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Got his man. It's Dortch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Murray. Throw left side complete. That's counter. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them. But they also have those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air with McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half. Third and 5. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To the air again, McCarthy. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now McCarthy. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken at the goal line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by the rookie from Michigan, J.J. McCarthy. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. (10-0) is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Murray now. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Connor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. He finds his man complete. It's Harrison. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Murray. The left side completion to Jones. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
This is Connor running right. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Murray going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Connor up the middle, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. To throw is Murray. He completes it to Jones. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. To throw, it's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there. defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a 2nd and 10. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
He's getting called in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Aaron Jones. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Now the try here for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
First down, Arizona.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Back to throw, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Benson. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Murray to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Prater's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.